Hello, Ted Greenfield here, over 50 and learning to fly, and I did something a couple of weeks ago that was really cool, so check it out. Hello, all you over 50s out there who are learning to fly or want to learn to fly or already know how to fly and are continuing to learn how to fly. Ted Greenfield, over 50 and learning to fly, here with one message to you, and that's, I'm sorry, I haven't put up content in a while because I'm still over 50 and employed. I have a job and I've got life stuff and it's just super busy. But I'm sure you all understand that as we transition through, we'll just call it the gray-haired period, to doing what we really want to do. A couple of weeks ago, I did a fantastic trip to the Bahamas. We actually did a mission run with Harvest Aviation, and we took 2 Cessna 310s over and delivered a bunch of supplies over to the Bahamas. And the one thing about the Bahamas that you need to know is the islands are still in a great deal of need. There are a lot of aircraft coming over delivering basic supplies, and I'll show you some footage and some pictures of the conditions over in the Bahamas. It's not good. They still are in need of basic supplies, and you'll see what we delivered over there. So we delivered paper towels, water, we delivered basic foodstuffs, bottled water, just basic life stuff that we can all run down to the CVS and get. They really need. So have a look at this. If you want to help out, reach out to local aviation ministries such as Wings of Grace, Harvest Aviation, and you can Google some aviation ministries and reach out and find out what they need. If you're a pilot and if you have enough hours and the experience, I'm sure they would love to help. So have a look at what we did and check it out. Remember the weight and balance equations that you did for your private pilot check ride and the other ones that you did for your instrument pilot check ride. This is really hypercritical because you're dealing with a lot of cargo, and we want to pack the airplane pretty much to its max weight so we can get as much cargo as we can over there. But it has to be done very specifically. So each box that we took over there had its own individual weight, and we got the pilot's operating handbook out about what we can place and where we can place it in the aircraft. So we organized all the boxes by weight, and we put it in specific areas of the aircraft to even the weight out. Each aircraft was loaded with about 1,000 pounds of cargo. And as you see here, it just wasn't piled in. We really took great care in placing the boxes in exact places and specific points at the aircraft so it would be distributed evenly. And then we had a cargo net that was actually placed over the entire load in the aircraft, and so things didn't float around, and everything was really secured there. The flight over there was fantastic. It was actually pretty quick because we did about 180, 190 knots over there. And taking off was was kind of cool because you could really feel the aircraft was at max weight when she lifted off. But flying over there was good. As the airplane started to burn fuel, it obviously became lighter, and then touchdown was absolutely normal. So the first thing I noticed as I was flying into the island is that a lot of the foliage is still gone. It's pretty desolate. And as you come in and land in Freeport, you notice, first off, when you taxi into the area, that the hangars are still destroyed. If you take a look at some of these images, you can see where the water lines were, and they're slowly rebuilding the hangar areas. But now the main building is not being used over there, and this tent is just the customs tent, and that's where you go clear your customs, you do your immigration stuff, you fill out your paperwork, and you drop it off. They wanted to get us in and out of there quickly. There were a lot of aircraft there, and aircraft were actually coming in delivering supplies like this one, which was this really cool old Beechcraft. And when they pulled in, they opened the doors, and it was just packed with material that they still need. So the tarmac, the apron is in okay condition, but it's still pretty bad. And you can look at some of these images, that it really does need a lot of help. I didn't go to the Abacos this time, but here are some images of the Abacos, and basically it's a tent city. There's this huge bladder tank, and that's where people are getting their water from. A lot of the water in the Abacos is still contaminated, and it's been a while after this storm. When we got out, we unloaded in about 10 minutes, and you can see all the cargo is placed on a cart, and then it was dropped off. We did our customs paperwork, and we met the immigrations, customs, and all that stuff, which was actually in this tent.
My name's Brian Smith, and what I'm doing here, we're doing a relief flight to the Bahamas for Reagan Russell, which is a Freeport police. These were donations from the Faith Riders group in the Church of the Mall Church, and we're finally being able to bring them over here because we got a window of where we had 2 airplanes that were available to us. So we loaded both airplanes up today, and we got the cargo here safely today, and we're getting ready to head out.
So again, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like it, leave your comments below, and new content will be coming up shortly. Thanks for watching.